Hey YouTube, Jamie Austin here with another video, and I'm going to be doing a review of the most powerful families in wrestling, World Wrestling Entertainment Production: Orton, Guerrero, McMahon, Von Erich, Hennig, Wyndham, Gagne, Hart, Vachon, Colon, Maivia, Johnson, Graham, Roju, Funk, and Briscoe. To this set, there's a side on the back. Hosted by Carlito, the most powerful family in wrestling covers the most influential families in wrestling or in sports entertainment. Families that have produced multiple generations of superstars. Fans learn what it was like to grow up in professional wrestling industry through extensive interviews with family members: Cowboy Bob Orton, Randy Orton, Chavo Guerrero, Triple H, Vince McMahon, Shane McMahon, Kevin Von Erich, Dory Funk Sr., The Rock, as well as Stone Cold Steve Austin, Roddy Piper, Mick Foley, Chris Benoit, Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, and Shawn Michaels, and many more. There's the match listing. Here's the discs. Pretty cool looking, I guess. Even though it just changes disc 1, disc 2. It's the insert. It's just the cover. I've never seen anyone review this on YouTube. I've never seen a review, but I haven't really looked for one, but I've never seen one. And yeah. Weighing in on family ties, just the intro: the Orton family, the Guerrero family, the McMahon family, father and son. It talks about dads and then their son wrestling. Wyndham, Graham, and Hawaii, Gagne, Hart, Vachon, Colon, Von Erich, Roju, the Funk family. Questionable family ties. It's like talking about people that weren't really families or whatever, like the Dudley Boys, the Andersons, like Arn, Ole, Gene. Trying to think of some more that are families on there. The Bushwhackers, Phineas, Godwin, and don't remember the other one. A couple other families I don't really remember. Awesome documentary. Lots of stuff from the just the saying it's hard to live up, like the Harts and the Gagnes and them, like is saying it's hard to live up to their father and stuff like that. And most of the time, it was either the family didn't want their children to be wrestlers, or they wanted their children to be wrestlers. But yeah, disc 1 extras: High Chief Peter Maivia and Chief Jay Strongbow versus Ali Baba and Baron Michael Shikuluna. Don't know what. Championship Wrestling 9/27/77. AWA World Heavyweight Championship match: Kurt Hennig versus Greg Gagne. AWA All-Star Wrestling 5/15/88. The Fabulous Roju Brothers, versus the Bushwhackers, MSG 2/20/89. Barry Windham and Kendall Windham versus Michael Hayes and Lex Luger. NWA World Heavyweight Championship match Wrestling 3/18/89. Interviews: Deuce Bing, Jimmy Snuka's son. Jeff Hardy talking about the Trampoline Federation stuff. Chavo Guerrero Jr. talking about family gatherings. Barry Windham talking about teaming with his dad. Well, let me go a little bit more in depth on the documentary. The Orton family. Bob Orton Jr. and Sr., Randy Orton, the Guerreros, Hector, Glory, Chavo Sr. and Jr., Eddie, can't really remember any others. The McMahon, Shane, Stephanie, Vincent, Senior, Jess McMahon, father, Wyndham family, Blackjack, I think it was Mulligan or something like that. Barry Wyndham and Kendall Wyndham, and said the IRS was married to I think it was Barry Wyndham's sister or something like that. And then Bo Dallas and Husky Harris are part of that family. The Graham family, Billy, or not Billy, but Mike Graham and don't remember the dad's name. Eddie Graham, I think. And they said, like, Billy Graham asked if he could use the name. And a Hawaii family, Yokozuna, Rikishi, huge family. Roman Reigns comes from that family. There's a ton of wrestlers, too many to name. Gagne, Greg and Vern, the Harts, Brett, Owen, Davey Boy being apart because he married his sister, and Stu, and Smith, Bruce, Jim Neidhart marrying one of the sisters, Sean, Luna, Mad Dog. I can't remember any others. The Colon family, Carlos and Carlito, and Edward, which went on to be Primo. Von Erichs, Kevin, Carrie, David, Chris, Mike, I think. I can't really remember the rest of them. Roju, I don't really remember their names. Jacques or something like that. Funk, Terry Funk, Dory Sr., Dory Jr., questionable Briscoe family, Gerald and Jack, Maivia Johnson, High Chief Peter Maivia, Rocky Johnson, The Rock. Alright, now I went a little bit more in depth on the documentary. Let's go to disc 2. Bob Sr. and Bob Jr. versus Jeff Ports and Rocky Smith, Championship Wrestling from Florida. 4/21/76. Kevin Von Erich, David Von Erich, and Kerry Von Erich versus Wild Bill Irwin. Private F. Dusik Tengu. WCCW Star Wars 12/25/81. Blackjack Mulligan and Blackjack Mulligan Jr. versus Ricky Harris and Jim Nelson. Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. 1/13/82. NWA Tag Team Championship match. Jerry Briscoe and Jack Briscoe versus Ricky Steamboat and Jay Youngblood. Starrcade 12/24/83. Los Guerreros versus Mike Enos, Crusher Krugnoff, and Tom Burton. AWA All-Star Wrestling 9/4/88. Brett, Owen, Bruce, and Keith versus Shawn Michaels in the Three-Masked Night Survivor Series 12/24/93. Terry Funk and Dustin Rhodes versus Terry House and Bunkhouse Buck. Terry Funk and Dory Jr. versus Public Enemy. ECW Hostile City Showdown 6/24/94. WWE Intercontinental Championship match. Rocky Maivia versus the Sultan, which is Rikishi, I'm pretty sure, for the Intercontinental Championship. WrestleMania 13, 3/23/97. Brian Christopher and Jerry the King Lawler versus Ivan Putski and Scott Putski. WWE Tag Team Championship match. I think Raw 7/14/97. WWE Tag Team Championship match. Eddie Guerrero and Chavo Guerrero versus Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin. SmackDown 9/18/03. And Undertaker versus Randy Orton. SummerSlam 8/21/05. And the matches were sort of random. I don't think I've seen any of the matches that were on here. But yeah, pretty good matches. Not not the most entertaining, but because there were a lot of older matches, and that doesn't really entertain me too well. But awesome documentary, and I think it's worth the price, whatever you would pay for it. I got it for really cheap, like $2 or something like that. But I would recommend it. Awesome documentary. Just a random choice of matches, I guess, because they had to look for matches that had like a family member versus a family member, or something to do with a family tag team, or family. Like, they had to do something that involved like a family member, like I said, family member versus family member, or like in the SummerSlam match, Bob Orton did a run-in, and yeah. Overall, 8 out of 10. Good documentary. Really liked it. I've been wanting to watch it. I've never really heard anything about it, because I've never really looked for it, but yeah, this is my review for the most powerful families in wrestling, and yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Bye.